Hello friends, happy Sunday, let's chat.
Have some faith with it, you can call the shots. And every Sunday, you can have a coffee talk. Live with no limits, love is all we got. And every Sunday, you should have a coffee talk. Have some faith with it, you can call the shots. And every Sunday, you can have a coffee talk. Live with no limits.
I'm so excited for my special guest today. She was a woman that played a huge part in my emotional healing. Why does my cat do this every time? And quite literally one of the most funny humans I've ever met. And so I'm so excited to see what she has to share. Today I have Lisa! In my cat.
In the cat.
Stop it.
Hi, Samantha.
Hi. Hold on. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Awesome.
You know what I just realized?
What's
I
that?
did not get the mics.
So we're talking for nothing?
Yes.
Oh. So we need to get the mics.
Yeah.
I love her. I can't right now.
It was your son that provided.
Where
me,
are
so
they?
I don't want to let him down. They're in there. What?
Give me a napkin.
That's hilarious.
Sakes. Let me come over. I gotta clean. Look at this. Imagine. You want me to do your windows while I'm here?
A lot of them are still tight from the winter, so no. Like
now
that
that we're mic'd.
back to our scheduled programming. Oh my god.
It's all right.
Life on life's terms.
Life on life's terms.
Shout out Nicole. Do you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
I'm Lisa. So I am Lisa, and I had the pleasure of meeting this lovely lady. I am Ryan's godmother, and we met. Actually, the first night we met was at the concert.
The show, yeah.
The show.
I was so drunk, I'm sorry.
I really
so
wasn't.
excited, though.
I could have been, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
And it was so exciting to finally meet you. I'd heard about you, and it was such a great night. And we got to hang out, and it was really fun. I loved it a lot. And then I got to see you again, like just a week later, and I felt like, oh, this is cool. You know, we were at a party together at the house, and a lot of fun. And then, unfortunately, we went through a tragedy together.
Yeah.
You've been quite an inspiration for me too. And every day, you know, I go on and I look at my Snapchat and I just go, there she is, Samantha's here.
Yeah.
And I start my day with the, you know, that little inspiration, and I look at that beautiful makeup of yours and think to myself, I wish I could do that. But I do. I love it every day. It makes me, you know what, gives me a little food for thought every day. It's something that I sort of do anyway, but it's so nice to hear it like from somebody else to just remind you of things. And that brings me to what I wanted to talk about.
Wow, wow.
So funny as it is that every day when I get up and I take my shower in the morning, I use this philosophy, Amazing Grace. But on the bottle, I read it every morning in the shower.
Okay.
Because on the bottle, I love what it says. So it says, life is a classroom. We are both student and teacher. Each day is a test, and each day we receive a passing or failing grade in one particular subject. Grace. Grace is compassion, gratitude, surrender, faith, forgiveness, good manners, reverence, and the list goes on and on. It's something money can't buy and credentials rarely produce. Being the smartest, the prettiest, the most talented, the richest, or even the poorest can't help. Being a humble person can. And being a helpful person could guide you through your days with grace and gratitude. And the reason, like one of the reasons why that means so much to me is because I try, like one of my biggest philosophies in life is about being kind. About it doesn't have to be a huge act of kindness. I love to just see someone be happy.
Yeah.
And I'm a smiley person. Like I smile at everyone. And it's you know, I've seen through the years like just people don't smile as much anymore. And people love it. Like when you smile at them, sometimes people look at you like, why are you smiling at me? You know, like that's so strange. But it's true, just to smile, just being kind to someone for a second can really make their day. You know, and just doing like little random acts of kindness. They don't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be something that, you know, you have to tell people about.
Right.
You know, like I was in the store, for instance, not long ago, and it's like the dollar store. And there was this little woman in front of me. There it goes. A little woman in front of me, and she was just making a purchase, and I think her things came to maybe $12, and she had like 10. So she's like, you know what? I'll just put these 2 candles back. I'll come back for them. And I said, you know what? I'll buy you those candles. And she's like, oh, you don't have to do that. I said, no, but I want to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's $2.
Yeah.
But it's just doing little things like that.
Right.
You know, from little things like that to being there for people, to, you know, just giving a helping hand when people need it. It's, I mean, I'm a nurse.
Yeah.
So that's what we do. And, you know, we literally, we want to help everybody.
Right.
But that's how I feel like when I see that, for instance, like I have 3 kids, and I say I don't have 3 kids, I have 3 people. I have 3 grown up, they're people now, they're not little kids. So, you know, my 3 kids, when I see, you know, that they're being kind, that it's going, like I pass that on to them, that they have compassion and that they feel bad about things when things aren't going right for others. When I see that, I'm like, okay, I did something right.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, I hear other people talk about their grown kids or their kids that are away at school, you know, and they're like, oh, you know, oh, I can't wait till she goes back to school, or, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't wait till mine come home.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just, and I'm that house, you know, like, I'm that house, like, everyone comes to my house and hangs out.
Yeah.
But I'm sure part of it is because I'm kind. I mean, they like to be around my house because they feel welcome there.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like, for me, it's like, you know, we all say if everyone was just a little kinder, the world would be so much better.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know that.
Right.
But it starts with little things. It starts with those things, with being kind, with a smile. You know, I feel like, you know, if we instill that now in our kids, then it's gonna last a lifetime.
It's gonna keep going throughout the generations.
It will, you know. And I feel like, you know, on top of that, like just feeling like being, you know, it's one thing to be a friend, it's another to be a good friend and a kind friend.
Right.
You know, you have to be, you know, selfless. You have to learn to, you know, I'm going through something, but someone else is too. I always try and think about what's happening in everyone else's life, you know, just to feel like, okay, you know, I have it bad, but I know there's other people that could have it worse. So I try to stay humble. I try to make sure that, you know, that's why when I read that every morning, I'm like, yeah, this is so true. This is what I'm going to do today, you know? And it's like, I mean, I read that, and then I usually read, you know, Ryan's little, I can't think of it, but it's on the back of his, you know, it says be positive.
Oh, the no from
yes. Like, negative, no. Positive, yes.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm like, so I try to like review it and go over it and just, you know, remind myself every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know? You feel like that too?
Yeah. Can I just ask something real quick?
Go ahead.
Are you not sitting on that chair because the cat is?
Oh
my god.
Like, I'm okay.
Seats
I
taken.
keep like looking over.
Cat's like seats taken.
I'm just chilling.
Yeah. No, I really do believe that. Like, I try to my best, like, going into every day. Like, even if it's, like, especially with the makeup, I feel like is a huge thing. If I see someone doing something crazy, or even if it's just, like, normal, but looks like it could have taken a lot of time. Like, I know how much goes into that. I always try to make it a point
to compliment
it because, like, especially if it's, like, crazy colors. Like, I mean, I do blue and green and whatever, yellow, like, and I don't care. Like, if you look funny at me, that's your own problem.
Right.
But if I see other people do that, I try to make it a point to say it so that, like, they have more confidence in that. And,
that's
like, with the whole buying the 2 candles, like, it's 2 candles. You don't need candles technically in your life, but, like, she probably thought about that for the rest of the day, and then, like, anytime she uses those candles, she's just good, like,
and I love that. I love the fact that she could possibly have gone home and told, like, people, and that inspires people, like, hey, you know, I might do that when I go to the store. That's the reason behind it. You want that to spread.
Have you seen the God's Plan music video by Drake?
I didn't see the video. I've heard the song. I love the song.
The video, like, do you know what the video is?
Nope.
It's like he has a budget of almost $1 million, and it's like, we gave it all away. Don't tell the label. And, like, I cry every time. I've watched it so many times.
Is that real?
Yeah. Like, he, like, donated to, like, a school, and then, like, someone's tuition, a fire department. And then there was a couple other families that were, like, they didn't tell their story.
Yeah.
But he, like, just handed them, like, chunks of cash.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, again, like, money unfortunately makes the world go round, but that's not, like, gonna buy happiness.
Never.
It's just the gesture behind it, the intention of, like, trying to, like, brighten someone's day, and in that case, change someone's life.
Change someone's life. Yeah, let them feel comfortable for a while.
Yeah. And even if it's just buying a couple candles.
That's right.
Like,
it's true. Or anything, you know?
Yeah. The whole, it's never happened to me, but the like pay it forward thing.
Yeah.
Like, I love that concept.
I do too.
Like,
I do too. I think it's the best.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like, you know, that's something, like I said, when you see those qualities passed on to your kids, I mean, I saw my godson. My godson was like that, you know, and I felt like, I can tell you, there's this like old Italian thing that your godchildren get something from you. Even though you're not their blood necessarily, they pick up something from you. And I used to always think that about Ryan, like he was very lovable. And you know, and he just wanted everyone to be happy, especially his mother.
Yes.
You know, and like the fact that like
he didn't her on the show.
Yeah, like he didn't talk about she will. I didn't talk about I'm sorry, he didn't talk about I want to get all this money so that
Right.
You know, 99% of the time he wanted to make his mother happy and comfortable.
Yes.
And not worry about money. Not that, you know, I'm just going to send you on a trip. I'm going to, you know, do this. I want to give you a house, make you happy and comfortable. And it wasn't about the monetary value. Of those things.
He just wants to make sure they have a good life.
Just wanted to make sure she could be comfortable and not worry about it. You know, because he saw her work so hard. And I believe that's why he worked so hard. Because he was just like his mother. Like she's a hard worker and he was a hard worker. He didn't care if he had to work all day long, go at the studio all night. I saw him do it. You know, get up, repeat, do it again. And you know, and it was paying off, you know, and I mean, and it, to me, in my heart, it did pay off. Because he's a superstar to me.
He's a superstar.
I brag about him everywhere. I go out to eat.
Yeah, me too.
I do. I go to restaurants, and literally last week we went to a restaurant. I mean, this has nothing to do with it. I want you to know, but we went to the restaurant, and the chef came out and talked to us. He was this young kid. He was so nice. They were listening to music in the kitchen. I could hear it because it was like an open kitchen. And I'm like, hey, do me a favor. Put on Bucket Hat Blizz. And they were like, who's he? And I'm like, you'll find out.
You'll find out.
Next thing I know, they're all in the kitchen and they're dancing and singing to Why You Mad.
Oh my God.
And it was like he came back out and he was like, oh my God, who is this kid? He's great. He sounds like someone on the radio right now. I'm like, yeah, he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
He is in my heart. He's on my radio.
He's on my radio.
Every day.
Literally.
You know, so, and it's like, you know, and it's nice because even that, it's just like, again, it's just sharing with someone, you know, making them, you know, it's helping me.
Yeah.
When I share that, but it's helping someone else too. Like, I'm like, listen to this, and it makes them happy, you know? I mean, music makes everybody happy. So.
That's true.
And so does coffee and mascara.
Yeah, I wanted to point out, like, the whole favorite mug shindig, but then you went straight into it.
Didn't
so
I?
I was like, she is here to do business. That's it.
I had a chalk match.
Also, I'm just gonna point it out because, like, I'm gonna mention it later too. If you see me like staring off into the distance,
me too.
It's because a future guest is also here who happens to be one of Lisa's daughters. But like, that's if I keep doing like,
yeah,
it's because she's there.
She's not crazy.
Yeah,
well,
no, I'm not.
Oh, we haven't proven that yet.
Yeah, I always kind of like admired that quality in Ryan, where he said that about me plenty of times. Like I was saying earlier with when I was saying I wanted more tattoos, he was just like, you won't even have to worry about that soon. And it wasn't even, again, about the monetary things, because like after he learned essentially my life story, he was just like, I'm going to make sure that you have the best life possible from here on out. And I was just like,
and he meant it.
Yeah, exactly. Like he did everything in his power, no matter what it was.
Yeah.
To bring that to life. So.
And that's when I say, like, as far as, I mean, being honest, like, I mean, I'm not a musician. I'm a nurse.
Yeah.
But I feel like I do that with my nursing. Like, I try to be the best nurse I can for those patients. But even more importantly, I try to be like, for me, it's being a good person.
Right.
And that person is either a nurse, while I'm wearing that hat, you know, or I'm a mother to my kids. And I feel like, you know, I take that very seriously. And I feel like there's no better way to do it than to just try and give. Just try and be there for them. Listen to them when they call, when they just want to talk to you, when they're upset about something. You know, when it's your friend, you know, trying to help my friend through this.
Yeah.
This is my best friend
Yeah.
in the world. And, you know, I'm going through it, but I'm also going through it with her.
Right.
And for her, you know,
Yeah.
and as much as like I'm hurting, I try to like make sure that she knows I'm with her all the time. We're gonna go through this together. That's what I
Right.
say to her all the time. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but we're gonna do it together.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what we've been doing. You know, and yeah, we laugh. You know, we cry every day and we laugh every day. And I tell her all the time, you deserve to feel joy.
Yeah.
Just remember, we all deserve to feel joy. You will be sad, and there's a part of you that will be sad for the rest of your life. But you'll also feel joy, and things are gonna bring you joy in life.
Right.
And it's okay to feel, we have to allow ourselves to feel that way. It's huge,
Yeah.
you know?
I remember like feeling guilty for like
Yeah.
laughing ever.
Yes.
Like for the services were over 2 days, but then there was like a 4-day
Oh,
span
yes.
that like
I know.
all of us were together. Like all of
Always.
Tribe, so many like of the mutual friends, like Ron showed up at one point and Billy, and like it just everyone was together.
Yeah.
Like I mean at some points like I'd be so just like immersed in the moment, and then I would take myself out and be like, why am I happy?
Yeah.
But it's just like
It's true. Take it a step further. I can remember, you can, like in the week, you know, that he had passed, that whole week after, before any services even. You know, I can remember like driving down the street or walking into a store and people were like laughing and talking.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, how can everybody just be like, okay?
yeah.
Don't they know?
Don't take
But what that does, see, take that a step further, and to me, what that makes me think about is, we don't know. When you go into a store and someone's miserable, and you're like,
Yeah.
why is she so miserable? Like, can't she smile?
Yeah.
Maybe something happened in her life. And
Yeah.
that's something, another, doesn't have to do with kindness, but it does, because tolerance.
Yeah.
Tolerance is huge, and that's another thing I've taught my kids from the get-go. You never know what's going on in someone else's life. So all the more reason to try to be kind.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, because who knows? We don't know.
Yeah, we're all on our separate journeys,
Yep.
and like some people keep things so private
Right.
that you would have absolutely no idea.
Exactly.
Like with this, I'm accidentally like, or it's partially accidental in
Yeah.
some cases where I'll word vomit all of it, like,
yeah.
and like at this point it's so like almost nonchalant when I say it, be like, oh, and then my boyfriend passed away, so then I made this YouTube channel, and it's just like,
And then you're
and then
like,
the person that I'm talking to is like,
exactly.
what excuse me, rewind? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, my boyfriend died. Like, it's because
And it's
like,
crazy to even.
but then other days it's so much harder
Oh yeah.
to hide that. Or like, I try to take the emotions that I feel and turn it into something positive and productive.
Exactly.
On this channel. But like,
Exactly.
in every other way, like, in my life anyways, like,
Yeah.
it's like, when I was watching The Secret.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact quote, but it was something about how if you feel an urge to do something, that's what you're supposed to be doing, like on your life path. And like before all of this, I like would have urges to like compliment people and whatnot, but I'd be like, I'm too shy, I don't want to talk to them. And like now I do it like every single time. Like
And that's
whenever
awesome.
I have that, like I try. Like there was one waitress that we had when we went out to eat. Like she came over with something random. It wasn't our actual waitress, but she had like purple eyeshadow and like the sharpest wings I've ever
saw
seen.
that.
And I wanted to say something,
And
but
you
she
didn't.
disappeared.
Yeah.
Like she was only there for like half a second. I wanted to be like, okay, and then like she,
Let me ask you a question.
okay.
So, do you feel like, or do you find that, because I give compliments all the time, all the time, and they're not fake, they're real.
Right, yeah.
I mean, I will tell you smell good, like on an elevator. That's just me. I do it all the time. I do it all the time.
Yep.
And yeah, and like, but do you find that now that you are giving those compliments, do you feel like you're getting them more?
Yeah.
Because I do.
Yeah.
I feel like I get them all the time, and that's not why I give them.
Yeah.
But
right.
I just feel like that goes back to like you get back what you give out.
Yeah.
You really do, because I feel like I get them all the time, and I'm like, oh, thanks. I smell nice. Oh, You know? So that kind of thing is like,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, that's what I love about it all. Is like
Yeah.
it does come back to you. I
Yeah,
think
you have to
things
have
do.
like the right intention behind what you're doing.
That's right. It's not so like
In
they'll
order-
put me in the
yeah.
paper.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
girl Lisa, she's so nice. No,
Yeah.
that's not it. That's
Yeah.
not it.
To go back to, I mean, it's relevant, but not relevant to you because you haven't seen it. The God's Plan video.
Yeah, I know.
I did see speculation being like, he only did this to like get credit, blah blah blah, and it's
Yeah.
just like, let the man do something good with all
Nice,
the excessive
exactly.
money that he
And
has.
it's okay
like,
to
he's
tell
not gonna
people-
spend all that in his lifetime. Might
That's
as well
right.
spread the love.
I
Like,
agree, and it's okay to tell people because you hope that they'll do something similar.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great
It's
if
different,
10 more
yeah.
people did it?
Yeah, exactly. It's different to do it to brag about it
Right.
than to do it and be like, say you're sharing the experience, like
Right.
you, like it made you happy to compliment someone.
That's
and
right.
It's like, and then whatever reaction they had,
That's
like
right.
it's just like recounting
Right.
like a nice moment in your day. That's different than like bragging, being like, yeah, I complimented a girl's like makeup today.
Exactly.
Like,
You can't.
she was so excited. Like,
Yeah,
You're
no, no,
like,
no,
I
exactly.
donated this much money to charity.
Exactly.
How much did you?
Exactly. I mean, that goes.
I'm better than
Not
you.
that I'm going to preach the Bible, but that goes back to biblical times
Yeah.
because I mean that's literally in the Bible. How
I haven't heard that.
well being kind.
Yeah.
And to me, that's what it's all about.
Mhm.
Is and so if you are kind to someone or you give to someone, you're not supposed to talk about it
Yeah.
because that's just bragging and that's just you're doing it to get something out of it.
Right.
You just be how you are and be tolerant and accepting to people because you want to, and you don't have to go brag about it.
Yeah, I'll have a video out by now
Oh really?
called "Do It Out of Love,"
Okay.
like where it's literally like the world. So I'm spoiling it for you now, even though this is going
It's
up
okay.
in the future.
It's
but
alright.
The world is all about a constant flow,
Mhm.
like give and take.
Mhm.
Whether you are giving something negative or positive.
Mhm.
And if you are doing something out of greed,
Mhm.
you are stopping the flow because you're not giving anything
That's
back.
right. That's right.
If you are only like doing it for yourself
Right.
to get like credit or attention,
Right.
you're not going to get anything
won't.
back. Like
Right.
you're not going to get the attention that you want. Like because people are gonna like it's just not the genuine way to live your best life.
That's right.
Like and you're never going to get the results that you want.
That's right. You don't give to receive.
Right.
That's not the point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not
I
at all.
agree.
So
I agree.
that's what I keep thinking of. So
Mhm.
I'll link that video in the description below.
Sounds good. There we go. We both looked at Rachel again.
Yeah, see? Yeah, wow. Keep looking at your jeans even though
Distracting.
you can't. Like, she's just so beautiful. I'm like, who is that? Hello. Appreciate you for coming on to the show today. It's been lovely. And I appreciate you for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're into this kind of thing. And with that, stay positive, my friends, and have a wonderful ass day.
I love saying that. I was waiting for that part.
Have some faith with it. You can call the shots. And every Sunday you can have a coffee talk. Live with no limits. Love is all we got. And every Sunday you should have a coffee talk.